Good morning, Brew crew. Welcome into the CR&E Morning Brew. It is September 11th, 2025. 24th anniversary of September 11th. Wow. Time flies. Time flies. All right. Sorry I'm a minute or two late. Finished up my coffee brew. Can't have the Brew crew morning brew without my morning coffee. So there you go. Oh boy. What a day. Hope everybody's doing well. Apologize for missing last week. I got a last minute call in the morning. Sister locked herself out of her car, and she works just down the street. And she works nights, so she was getting off of her night shift. And by the time, I was able to I had to go to her house, which is a good 35 minutes away, and then come back, with the keys. So, anyways, could have went up later, but by that time it was already getting late. Anyways, so I apologize for the last minute on that. Jason, Colonel Cottonbell, good morning. Lynn McCurdy, good morning. Let's see if he's doing good there. Floyd, good morning. Yeah, really, where is everybody? Of course, I was a couple minutes late myself. Hey, 27 Steel Mill Modeling, how are you? You never know. Ronald, good morning. There's Chris. Good morning, Chris. Yeah, absolutely, man. Not just for 24th anniversary of 9/11, but it was just a sad day yesterday in general. I'm not going into it. This country's just really going to shit when you can't even have a differing opinion from somebody without worrying for your life. Lee, how you doing, Lee? Good afternoon, my friend. Chris was showing me some Tennessee River. Chris was showing me some tentative sketches of the new layout plan. It looks like it's going to be amazing. Stormy sky, Dave. Morning. Yeah, it looks like he's got a nice plan there. It looks like it's going to be a little smaller than the other layout based on space, but I think he's going to have just as much great stuff and excitement, switching opportunities, continuous run, all that stuff. A complete package, I think. Ray Bertelson, good morning, Ray. Hey, there's Cowboy Steve. How you doing, Steve? Thomas, how are you? I'm not checking out your shorts. Nobody with your shorts. Yeah, just kidding. I know what you mean. Yeah, I have to go over there and see. Show him Chattanooga. St. Louis, number 576 train. We're still in Nashville. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah. I got mine down too. Mine is always up, but I got it at half staff. Trying to enjoy some good news this morning about our new homestead, but man, my heart's heavy today. Yeah, mine too, Steve. Mine too. Oh, well, that's exciting. Yeah. Hey, Ron, how you doing, man? Yeah, well, I mean, we all try. We all do it, man. We all try to squeeze in everything we can. Use up every last bit of real estate that we have. So, but it looks like it's going to be good. The nice thing about that I like with the drawing, at least it looked like, you're going to leave like an aisle on the outside there where you have the closet and the bathroom door and the door to the room. So at least you don't have to, always, if you just want to run into your room to use the restroom or, get in your closet, you don't have to always be messing with the lift gate and everything. So it looks like that's going to be a good feature of it. And you can also get on the outside there, and like that one little kick out part looks like you can reach those businesses you're going to have up in that one corner from the outside as well. Which is be nice if you have multiple operators, if you get to that point someday, you can have them plugged in over in that area and kind of sort of switching without being in each other's way too. So it's at least what it looked like to me. Sometimes it's hard from a drawing to get a true vision, Hey, John, happy birthday. Good morning. Well, hardly heard from the FEC meeting. Well, that's cool. For those of you who don't know, Chris and his dad and brother moved from their house that they were living in. And they are now not too far from where they were, I guess. But like he said, he's close to the FEC main line. So he is going to be in the rebuilding stages of his next version of his layout. Coming soon, more to come. So that's cool. Ran out of rail. I still have 5 turnouts to build to finish this one section of layout. You ran out of rail. Well, you should better get that ordered up. Get that ordered up, man. There's Norfolk Southern Bridge of the Ohio River and Canova. Is that one that's that big stone, like viaduct stone and steel and everything? There's one that Pappy has done video on. Like a park underneath, and I don't know. I think it's like a what is it, Ohio Central or something like that now. Did you happen to see my video or pictures of my latest project, passenger station? I did not, Lynn. I did not. I've not really been on YouTube a lot lately. And what I've been watching on YouTube is really not much train related. It just kind of, it's football season now, so I'm watching stuff on my Buckeyes and stuff like that. If anybody knows how to kick a field goal or an extra point, can you please call the Cleveland Browns, please? Thank you for your attention to this matter. Because holy shit. I mean, you got one job, kicker. One job. If you can't kick an extra point, man, I don't know what to tell you. Sorry, we're going to watch working while watching, so I might miss some chat. No worries. Appreciate you listening in. So, got a few things done. No, not really. Kind of, sort of. You saw my video, update video, basically the backer boards you can see behind me. Just some simple clouds painted on them for now. I will eventually be putting up some type of backdrops. Who are they playing this year or this week, Jason? Yeah, the Niners too. Oh my God, it's just. We had that game won. All he had to do is, if he would have made the extra point, it would have been a tie game at that point. But it was a chip shot field goal, man. Like 30 yards, we would have beat the Bengals. Yeah, me too, Steve. It's. I wish I could not be a Browns fan. Just you grow up here, and if you watch football, I don't watch a lot of NFL anyways. And I really don't even watch the Browns as much as I used to. They just piss me off so much. The NFL with all their stupid antics and all their woke bullshit, I really don't care for that much anymore. And then college is going to be just as bad, or is just as bad too. But at least I got a winner in college football. Whether they win the title or the Big Ten or anything like that, they're at least a winning team. They're enjoyable to watch. Like the Browns, I want to pull my hair out every time I watch them. The Bills had a hell of a comeback win the other night, last game. I think that was against the Ravens. So I'm always a fan of whoever beats them bastards. Stole my team. Never forgive them. Anyway, so I did buy the backdrop for the rest of my lower level on that side, coming out of the river area to continue that on. I'm just still trying to figure out how I'm going to. I cut a whole section out of that video I posted the other day just because it got very long and drawn out, and I was not really explaining it very well. But with the way that the climb goes up and across the flat wall, I have to find a way to split that backdrop. And not sure how I'm going to do that. I'm actually just kind of debating whether I should just cut it, put the upper above and the lower below, and then it's just going to be split. Thought about trying to bring it forward and attach it to the edge of the climb and try to hide the climb. But honestly, it's just going to make it very difficult on that climb. And it's going to look weird. Unless you're looking straight on, then you're still going to see it, especially if I can't get it lined up perfectly, which is still going to be kind of an issue, even with if I split it and put it up against the wall. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Don't know how I'm going to do it. It's been the bane of my existence with this layout, has been that climb. Works pretty, it works good. Pretty flawlessly. You're an Ole Miss. You're playing Ole Miss. Okay. Yeah, well, they might as well not even call it college football anymore. You quit making these kids go get degrees. You know damn well it's a farm system. It always has been. It's just even more so now. Especially like you said, these your SEC, upper SEC teams, your upper Big 10, Big 12, all the upper echelon, like you said, of these conferences are all basically the NFL minor league, So can't run a train up top today, and I'll show you why. Oh, hey, Drew Steele, how you doing, buddy? Listening while working. Sorry, can't watch. Right there. You too, buddy. You too. 23 months, Curly. Thank you, sir. Oh my God! Don't get me started on Thomas and his damn name changes. I think that's his thing now. I think he gets a kick out of it. We all make an issue with it. Hey, Curly, I think I said hi to you. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I mean, maybe. He's pretty good at that stuff now. Hi, Ed Hodge. Good morning. Oh, you tore down your layout. Getting ready to start a new one. That's exciting. Ken Amos, how are you? Good morning. Get him, Floyd. There's Anthony. Georgia Sunbelt. Hey, Pappy put up a nice video. Pappy got a chance to go visit Georgia Sunbelt as well as Black Rock Central about a week or so ago, I guess. And a nice video he did there from your layout. Glad he got to see it. Hang out with you. So it's pretty cool. Now, let me see if this actually wrong camera. This one. There we go. This is what I've been working on, guys. I reconfigured the what do you call it there? The remote yard. As you can see, I moved the tracks back to the wall and I eliminated a track. Yeah, I'm just reading Chris's thing. Yeah, well, don't write that in stone. I gotta see if I can make that happen in December. But I would like to get down there. That would be my goal. But we'll talk more about that. Yeah, so I eliminated one track. I just have two tracks in the intermodal yard. Kind of stinks in a way because it was a nice holding yard for all my intermodal stuff. But I think it's going to work out better for like scenery and things. And I painted a track. Main line, I painted on this track, painted the main line up through here. We just have one little section left on the one side of the peninsula and coming into Deshler. So I painted coming out of Deshler and all the way around through this yard here. And then I have to finish painting the rest of it on the other side of the peninsula. So I got that done this week. William at Train Junkies is on vacation. I did get to talk to him and tell him what I was looking to do with the backdrops. So when he gets back, we're going to discuss that further. That's where you're going to have the backdrop, nothing but intermodal containers. Yeah, probably from about where that first yellow crane is down to where the curve starts, or close to where the curve way down there starts. It's just going to be in a straight section. It'll be about a 10 to 12 foot backdrop of containers. And then on the far end of it, and then on this end of it, he's going to incorporate probably just some type of farmland type scenery, something like that. What is that area? This is in the middle of farmland, Ohio, flatland, Ohio. There's very little hills. It's mostly open farmland, some tree clusters, maybe some small hills, but not much. So I don't know what that was about. Hopefully you guys can still hear me and see me. I had this all froze up on me. Gotta keep the containers out of the water. There's no water there. So I don't know what's happening here. Hopefully everything is okay, because I'm kind of froze up here. I don't know, I'm not able to pull up anything. Okay, maybe there we go. Maybe now. Okay, looks like I'm back. The fleet of cars arrived. I saw you did a video on them. Okay, there was one that had some damage on the end that I don't know if I'll be able to repair. A couple of the couplers I had to replace. I had those little metal clips. The blue box metal clips on some of those. So I do what I do with those anyways. I always take and drill out that hole and put a screw in there on those metal clips. Because ultimately, at some point in time, they get loose and they come off, and then you got, a coupler missing somewhere laying in the track. But other than that, I think it was really just one car that, it's okay. It got damaged kind of bad on the one end. You could have a stack of containers spilling onto the floor like the ship in LA Harbor. Yeah. I didn't see that, but yeah, I mean, maybe that's what what that comment earlier was about keeping them out of the water. Floyd. But yeah, like I said, this is an inland port. There's no water here, no shipping here. It's all strictly open farmland. And heard my voice dropping in my stream the other day for the test with the new internet. Huh. If I get back down there, it's my wife's birthday tomorrow, so I probably should go out and get her something. After that, after the show. I may get down here and try to keep painting some of this other track. Being we're in the fall now, I'll give you a nice little shot of the cornfield. Should be seeing the train come across the crossing down here. There we go. Now we're into that fall. Nice cool fall nights, good sleeping weather. Feels just so corny. 25 cans or more of water. There's where my shipments are at. Hey, Grandpa Rails, how you doing? I missed you earlier. Sorry about that. Got my first bag of the season of my Black Rifle pumpkin spice. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So yeah, nice little shot. That's the entrance to the co-op right there. You kind of see the trailer. Little tip of the guard shack at the bottom right there. Going out to the main road. Where that little red Jeep is. Where the main road starts. Not a bad fall scene. What do you think? I like it. And that's the backdrop I'm going to continue on. It is basically this same exact backdrop with the trees and everything. You can't, this one does not have it, but in the foreground on that new backdrop, we'll have a cornfield just like this. That brown dead corn. That's going to kind of come off to the right here down this wall. The wall is directly underneath the intermodal yard. Cornfield yard. No, actually. Did not. Just a different angle, so you're getting more of the length of it, like the long view of it, instead of the side view of it. So I couldn't figure out what else to put in here, man. Like I said, I thought about doing like some buildings and houses and stuff, and then I was like, you know what? Let's try this. I like this. So that works. I put these, you see underneath the climb there, those little white brown things, those are lights. I put them up underneath there. They don't work for shit, so I want to take them down, but man, I can't get them unstuck. They just had the little sticker things. I can't get the damn things off. And I don't want to pull too hard because I don't want to mess up the climb and, you know, knock it out of whack or anything. So I missed you saying that after somebody. How about you calling them? And make a run for Winn-Dixie. Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind it for a little while. You know, I'm not pumpkin spice everything. I don't want pumpkin spice cereal and you know, everything. People get carried away with that shit. I'm not a big Starbucks fan, but I do like their pumpkin spice latte. But like I said, I'm not all about it. Usually we'll get a bag or two throughout, you know, from now until, you know, Thanksgiving. We'll, you know, I switch it up every day when I make coffee. Sometimes I just do plain old coffee. Sometimes I still like my blueberry crumble from Blackout. I like their chocolate cherry. I like that HEB pecan, and I like just regular old Maxwell's. So I change it up. Gary Chris, just know I'm working with microengineering and becoming a vendor with Kepler Lumber Company will be next. So where's microengineering? The rail that you're using in Kepler Lumber, is that the ties? I'm guessing. Good morning, Andy, or good afternoon for you. Use copper wire to get them unstuck. How do you do that? Slide it underneath there and just kind of shimmy it off like fishing line. Not a bad idea. On eBay, type in. Hang on. I might have to do that. There, one. Just slide it. Nice. Fat fingers. Slide it. Too slow. This is Blue Crane, $105. It's pretty cool. So that's 3D printing. Yeah, it's not everybody. Not everybody likes it. Yeah, I know. It's crazy though. And then it's funny when you're still hanging around after Christmas, even. That's a pretty cool looking crane if that's the one you're talking about. I don't know if that's 3D printed or not. I'll let this train go by now. Change cameras again. Ready for rail and Kepler for the ties. I submitted my paperwork for microengineering, just waiting for approval. Okay. I'll be whipping cream in my coffee. Well, that's good too, though. This is what I've come up with. Is that the one you're talking about? 187? Can't tell if that's 3D printed or not. What's this one? That's not it. It's a cool looking crane. And the stuff that guys 3D print is insane, man. Florida have a hard time with links. Don't know how. Do it on the chat. Somebody put that in there. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the creamer. I like the taste of the coffee. Just regular creamer in it, you know what I mean? And Black Rifle, we've tried Blackout, we've tried some other brands, but I feel like Black Rifle has the most flavor with their pumpkin spice. Yeah, and I don't want it year round at all. You know, we get this one, I think it was called Candy Cane or something like that around Christmas, just to switch things up. You know, I mean, we drink coffee. My wife kind of likes it more. You know, more of the flavors. I like the flavors too, but I'm fine with just plain old coffee too. Dan Reed, good morning from Akron. Oh man, we're neighbors, but good morning here in Mayfield Heights. I'm just up the road up 271, about what 20 miles, something like that, depending on where you're at from Akron. Do me a favor, Dan, if you want. I'm gonna put my email here. I'll put it in the chat here. River Railroad, yeah, 3 hours there. Send me an email, man. Maybe we could get together and, I don't know, go rail fanning or whatever. Have you come up, check out the layout, or check yours out if you have one down there? I got a text from Trackside Mike the other day, and trying to set up a meet and greet in Deschler, November 1st, for anybody that wants to come. No specifics yet. I think a few guys coming. Might head over to Fostoria. It's about, I don't know, half an hour or so from Deschler as well. I did talk to Mike over at the Fostoria Monterey Road Club. We can most likely be able to shoot in over there and check out their club layout. I've been there a couple times now. It's a nice layout. So if you're interested, I shot that email there, or if you guys have my number, the guys need to have my number, just let me know. Anybody you can think of, like I texted Papa John, I texted Pappy, Cowboy Steve, Rick's Trains. Anybody I'm missing, anybody in the general area, you know, Curly, if you want to make a little trek over there. There's a couple other guys, I think, in Indiana, maybe. But yeah, I mean, just for the day. Nothing overly fancy, just get together. Hopefully it won't be too cold of a day. November 1st might still be halfway decent. There's Joe. Joe, nice couple videos there of Pappy's visit. That was nice. And those boxcars came out nice, man. I'm actually glad you did leave them. I originally said I thought, you know, keep them the same as the rest of your fleet. But they look pretty damn close anyways, and saved you a step and a nice little backstory of, you know, I shouldn't have doubted you, buddy. I shouldn't have doubted you. They came out really nice. Johnny Pumpkin Spice Creamer is pretty good. My daughter's got some this past weekend. Tried it out. Okay. That's another way. You know, just drink the cheaper coffee and add the creamer. So you can do it that way. So, either way. Hold, please. Oh, damn, that's rough. I have my coffee in the mornings. On my work days, I wait till I get to work and I brew their coffee. Saves me some money. I only live a mile down the street, so it's not like if I had to drive any length, I would make it here. Then on my off days, I make an actual pot of coffee, not just like the K-Cups or whatever, you know. Let me see. Maybe I'm going to go ahead and give you a wrench, too, if I can get this to come up. I'm going to subscribe to you too, Dan. Trains at Sebring. I've been to Sebring one time to that club. It was a nice club. It's a little too far from me. I thought about maybe looking at joining it. But it's a little bit too far for me to go, I think. Depending on, I didn't get a lot of, it's been a few years ago, man. Um, all right, Dan, they give you a wrench, a blue wrench. With that wrench, while you're in my chats, you can click on these guys' other channels if you want to, swing over and take a look at what they got going on. Makes it a little bit easier. Let me see you later. I get that damn song stuck in my head. Oh, we're close together? Yeah. What do you model? Like, are you more of a rail fan, or do you have model trains, your own layout, or which scale are you into? All that kind of fun stuff. I don't think we've ever met, have we, Dan? Maybe one of these shows. We're probably going to be going out to the Berea train show. I think it's the first weekend of October. Maybe meet up there, even, or grab a bite to eat before or after. I love breakfast, man. You see, I love to eat. I'm not missing too many meals. It's an acquired taste, Floyd. The pumpkin spice. I think some people make a much bigger deal out of it than it is. They get a little carried away, I think. But yeah, Anthony, I feel like the Black Rifle was our favorite, anyways. I feel like it had the most flavor, and it wasn't like. Sometimes it gets too much, too much of that spice in it or whatever. But like the peppermint creamer, I have to find an online recipe to make my own. I'm just adding peppermint extract to the heavy cream. That didn't work. Oh, okay. Well, it's actually coffee that I buy. It's not the creamer. I use regular creamer, and the coffee is blackout coffee, and it is. I want to say it's called candy cane or peppermint something. I'll have to look it up. I'll let you know. But it's actually the coffee that has the flavoring in it, not the creamer. I feel a sneeze coming on, just to let you know. Hey, Thomas. There it is. I knew it was in there. Okay, I didn't want to say it because I didn't know if you wanted it to be public. But yeah, that's awesome. That's one of the reasons. So yeah, Stormy Sky. They're planning on coming on November 1st out to Deschler. I guess we're going to Deschler, right? That's what Mike said. So it should be a fun day. We'll have to decide on times, and then it's not like it closes. I'm figuring probably somewhere 9-10 o'clock. It's about a little over a 3-hour drive for me to get there. I didn't think it was that far, but last time I went out there, it was like three and a quarter or something. There's an idea too. I'm putting all kinds of sugar and artificial sweeteners, so I did find a natural sweetener that doesn't trigger the insulin response. Well, that's good. Yeah, there you go. 6-hour drive. Yeah, it is a little bit. Had sheets dark roast this morning. Normally make my own, but was out of coffee. Oh, no joke. I don't never care for sheets too much. Their coffee. I don't know why. The last couple times I had it, I wasn't a big fan of it. Cowboy Steve used stevia. It won't raise your sugar at all. Remember a Sebring? It's only about an hour. Okay. Maybe I'll have to revisit it because, I'm coming from, basically 271 and 90, roughly where I live, so it's a little bit of a haul for me. It would depend on like what days you guys, have your meets and run the club and do all your stuff there. As far as whether it be feasible for me to get down there enough to make it worth my while to be a member. Um, but I'm not against it. I really thought it was a nice layout. It was a nice clubhouse and everything like that. It was an open house that I went to. I don't know if it was right after the whole COVID thing or right before. So it's been a while back. Because that's out there by like Alliance and that, right? Am I thinking of the right place? What's the other club over there? It looks like it's in the basement of an old church or something. They had an open house I went to. Got a big O-scale layout in there too. Somewhere out that way. Canal Valley Terminal on Cuyahoga Falls. Okay. Now that's a lot closer to me. Now what do they model? Is it like a modular club or is it N scale, HO scale? Nope, I'm not sure what nope. Oh, the Korea show. One of the SP in Oregon. I grew up on a SP branch line in Newburgh, Oregon. Wishing there no room for a layout of my own. Oh, that's a bummer. Stevia monk fruit do trigger an insulin response. It's complicated as to do with how carbs interact with cholesterol. I understand it, but can't explain it. Nah. Yeah, SP. Bloody nose fan. You're a long way from home, Dan. You grew up in Oregon. At the end of this 8114 Heritage unit in Canova, forgot to start the drone recording, so I didn't get it from the air on the bridge. Again, that's a bummer. Get him, Grandpa Rails. I grew up in California, next to the speed tracks. From Wisconsin. Bring us some cheese. A cheesehead. Meeting's on first Sunday of the month at 2. Well, that's doable. Sunday, 2 o'clock is good. But time, still give me time at the end of the day, and make it home. Next open house is in November. I feel like it was in the fall, October, November, whatever. So I'm figuring it was because it was getting kind of cooler out. So is that the one in Sebring you're talking about, or is that the one in Cuyahoga Falls? Yeah. East of Alliance on the NS main, yeah. That's the one. You're like in an old, kind of freight station or passenger station. If I remember right. That's what it was. Youngstown. The Youngstown Club, yeah. I think they had it available that day. I think I actually bought one. It was a coal car. It was a 25th or 30. They had it was a 3-car set. It was like a 20, 25, and 30 or anniversary cars they had made up or selling. Yeah, so what's going on with it, Steve? Did you get that property down? And is it still in Ohio down by the river, or is it in actual West Virginia? UT models HO, but just big building after moving into a new building. Oh. I wonder if that'd be a good time to kind of get involved with you guys then. Oh, moving here, huh? He's in the Navy and my current employer. Nice. I will disagree with you, but actually, I used to feel the same way until my son went in the army. My son's in the army, so I have to root for army. Either way, it's a win-win. I had cousins that were in the Navy, and I did not serve myself, but my son, he does serve in the army. See the black widows, or is everything already bloody nose? See ring, okay. Man, you're just on a struggle bus, man. Hey, Wesley, how you doing this morning? I showed a picture of it. I don't know if it was SB started the repaint in 59 on new and repaired units, and 60 is when it started on everything else. Yeah, they got away from that good scheme. They should have kept that other scheme. Although the bloody nose is a lot cheaper, gray and red. I mean, paint the whole thing gray and then just white lettering and red nose. Probably a lot easier and quicker to paint. Cheaper than all those other colors, striping and all that stuff with the Black Widow scheme. Hi, boy, Steve have to cheer for both sons now. Company commander and first armored. If he's a Navy Growler pilot. Yeah. They can't both win, Anth. You gotta pick a side, man. And good for your son, man. That's awesome. Mine's still stuck in South Korea. Overnight room in the barn. That will probably be my train room. We'll need to add a mini split to control the temperature. Yeah. Did I miss it? Did you answer me as to where you ended up? You're ending up moving? You were looking at a couple different properties, if I remember right. Okay. Growler pilot, cool. There's a former growler pilot that posted a bunch of videos from a cop. What is a growler? Why am I blanking on that? It sure is, my friend. Carrier launches and traps. Explains everything that happens. Alright, so you only saw the bloody noses. Oh, yeah. Well, either way, those are both more complicated to paint. Probably kind of like the Chessie scheme was, all those added bright colors and, having to stripe everything out. And I think it would be a little more difficult. First combat unit that got bloody nose, daylight locomotive 306, AMD FP7. Moved over to Portland. I got to play on the 4449 before it was chosen to be the AFT local. I'll take your word on it. I don't know much about it. Oh, for his for sale stuff, yeah. 6 acres of glorious West by God, Virginia mountain wilderness. Oh, nice. That's where you're moving? Email when you're ready, Ray. Yeah, 6B Growler was an airborne electronic warfare plane. Okay. Maybe Marines flew it. Okay. I'll have to look it up. Yeah, maybe you and Ken might be neighbors now. Two 8-4s in daylight. That was a cool scheme, the daylight scheme, too. Jason, the Black Widow is that one that Chris did the painting for you, right? That's the Black Widow scheme? Maybe I'm getting them too mixed up. Daylight was more like orange and red, I think, right? Orange, red, yellow, something like that. And then Black Widow, I think, was more black, silver, orange, some stripes. 15 minutes east of Huntington, not far off I-64. Huntington. What Ohio City is that across the border from? Is that down 75? No, that's Kentucky. So you have to be coming back this way off 77 or something along those lines, right? What is that? Is that Parkersburg across from Marietta? There's orange and red, Black Widow is black and orange and silver, yeah. Gallipolis, kind of. All right. Well, it's cool, though. I mean, you wanted some property in that, so that's good. Maybe I live close to. Just drive southwest for about 2 days and look for Death Valley, and you'll be close. Yeah. I mean, sure. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought, Jason. That one's still cotton, though. Well, guys, we're pushing 10 o'clock. We're kind of wrapping it up here, I think. All right, cool, Jason. You were just sending me pictures of the two different schemes. Ken is in Romney, West Virginia. Yeah, Dan. I gotta go up on Thursday morning, same time. We can, definitely shoot me an email if you want to. We can maybe meet up or whatever. Maybe interested in checking out the clubs that you belong to. We want to get involved with a club, like from the beginning. But just gotta find one that's close enough to make it, I don't want to say worthwhile, but I'm not going to drive hours and hours to go to a club, and then depending on the day, like that's at 2 o'clock on the first Sunday. Well, Sunday I'm off, and most of the time I'm off anyways, and that's doable. Sebring. But this club in Cuyahoga Falls is a lot closer, and if they're just getting started building, wouldn't mind getting in on that just to maybe learn some things too, So we'll see. It'll be cool. Good to meet you. I'm glad you popped in. Okay, Ronald, you take care. See you later, Jason. Who's up this week on On Track Tuesday? I think it's Robert, the Flying Crow. Tuesday evenings at 5:30. I work Wednesday mornings. Depending on how late you go, I usually go to bed around 9:30. So, but it's still doable because I'm off on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So, but that still will be probably doable since it's pretty close to my house. Cuyahoga Falls is, I don't know, less than that, probably about half an hour roughly, maybe less. Depending on traffic and everything like that. Right down Route 8. So thank you, Ken. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I will see you next week. And have a great weekend. Stay safe. And we'll talk to you next time. So bye for now. Send me an email, guys, if you're thinking about going to that November 1st Deshler meet and greet. Trying to get as many people as we can together and just all hang out there for the day. And yeah, should be fun. So we'll talk to you later. Bye for now.